Hey guys, welcome to Lucky Vapors. I love to do this, guys. This is my first actual video with the journey of the vaping experience. So, come on, let's take a hit. As you can tell, this Magneto can produce some pretty thick vapor or clouds, what you want to call it. But it actually produces pretty well for a beginner's vape. This is actually my first vape. It's a great vape. There are some pros to it and it's a little bit of cons, but they're not really that bad besides it's a wear and tear, which is normal. The magnet coming out on you, and you have to either buy a new part or glue it in and make sure it's all correct and such, which I did. It was glue it in with super glue. It's worked fantastic ever since then. It worked the same as when I first bought it. It's a good vape. It's a telescopic mod. It's a telescopic mech, which is mechanical mod, and actually it says Magneto on the locking ring, and also Smoke Tech is engraved. That can get really dirty. I've been trying to clean that the best I can for this video, and it really, this thing when it's first bought, it looks amazing. It's slick, clean. I've been trying to all I can do to keep this thing nice and clean, but only difference between the V1 and the V2, the V1 has these 4 vent holes in the switch right here. When it's open, it vents out, but the V2, the one I have, it actually, most of them really don't have these. I have not really found out yet for sure. But there's these 2 vent holes for the battery for overheated catastrophic failure when the battery needs to go so it doesn't blow up your mod. That's always a bonus. But there's also not a con, is when you're trying to unlock, when you're actually trying to unlock this switch right here, this thing, the whole switch can come out at times if you have it on there too tight. The threads on this mod are buttery smooth. I love how it just feels in the hand. You can actually put any battery in here. For example, this small little battery, you just need to adjust the actual switch connection on the inside of the mod, which is another bonus because the 510 right up here that connects to the RDA and down to here is completely adjustable. Pretty much the whole mod is based off of be able to customize it with your own adjustability, how you like it, how you like the throat hits. You can put any battery in here that is standard, like Sony VTC4, Sony VTC5, and any eFest. Pretty much, that's what I've been doing, and I've been experimenting with different batteries with this mod, and pretty much all of them are the same except for the eFest. The eFest have a tendency to perform a little bit better in this mod. So with that said, let me take you down to front view. So yeah, you guys, we're in front view right now, which is table desk view, and I'm going to take this apart for you so I can show you each individual part of this mod. I'm just taking out the battery. We got the main part of the mod. You got your center tube right here, and then you got your top cap that has the adjustable 510 connector. And holy crap, this RDA is filled with juice. Woo! That's always a good thing. No, but this is a great mod for beginner users because it's so easy to work with. You can literally, here's one of the cons, it can be a pain in the butt to take off the switch at times, but back to it, it's just a great mod for beginners. You can completely tear this thing down to the bare parts, like literally down to the main part of the switch, the locking ring, and then the switch button, which is always a fun thing to do. And pretty much all the threads on them are buttery smooth. And actually there's some cons of this switch again, is that the threading in it will come off. The actual locking ring on the switch can come off. You just want to adjust that every once in a while. You have your adjustable 510 connector right here. That's a great bonus. You got your center tube, and then your base tube, which has the adjustable battery connector that has the magnet, the same magnet on the other side with the opposite polarity, so they push away from each other. That's always a bonus right there. With all that said, I can't really argue with this mod. Actually, it's a great mod to have. It's wonderful. It works beautifully. The threads the internal threads inside the tube the main tube, it can actually be a little bit of a challenge to maintenance. Make sure they're clean so you don't skip threads, you don't cross thread or strip them. They can be a little bit of an issue to clean, but it's not really that big of a deal when it comes down to a beginner mod, because most beginners will be like, nope, I'm just going to put battery in and just hit it right away. It's not really a big of a deal as long as you clean this tube right here, because the threads on here will literally just clean up those threads most of the time. It's a great mod for anything that you want to do for like beginners, or you just want to have something to say, hey, look, I can have this in public, because you don't want to use your big boxy, which I call box mods. I call them boxy for no reason. You don't want to use your box mod for like public, because like if you have anything that's higher than 150 watts or such, and it produces a lot like a freight train, you don't want to go over the edge with it. It's just a great mod, and this is actually the authentic version of this mod, which I got straight from Smoke Tech at a shop, and I actually tracked back the serial number, and Smoke Tech approved that it was actually one of their mods. So this is another bonus is also, and they kind of based their mod off of the K100, which is understandable because the K100, it actually is a good mod. It's just the K100 uses carmizers, this uses an RDA. Or a rebuildable atomizer. So with all that said, let me put this thing back together. And let me bring you back to front view. So overall, you guys, this is a great mod. Personally, I would buy this again. Just for the heck of it. If they brought out a V3, I would go for it. Straight for it. I don't care. No, but it's actually a really good mod. There's a lot of fun with this mod, and also it being fully telescopic, I can fit any battery size I want inside of it. It's always a great mod to have. Actually, to be honest, it's better than my King's mod. That King's mod is a little fidgety, if you know what I mean. But I'm not going to get too deep in that because this will go on and on and on, like it already is, but it's actually a great mod. It's really, there's nothing wrong with it besides some switch issues. But those can be easily just avoided. Those are the main things, is that Switch has some issues. The magnet's falling out. When it's locked, sometimes it'll fully come off. Like the whole switch will just come off and it won't unlock. But besides that, and the button switch of the actual switch coming out, it's not really that big of an issue. But I would recommend this for first-time vapors, and if you're not a first-time vapor, I would still recommend it. It's nice to have. It's easier to carry around. You can literally just put any battery size in it, which is always a good thing. But honestly, I would just get this mod for a first-time vapor. It's a great mod. Everything is good on it. It literally is a good mod. If you do decide to do this and do it with a sub-tank, if you're going to do a tank on this, go sub-ohms. Sub-ohm tanks. Atlantis Aspire, any kind of Atlantis tank pretty much will work. It's just the tank. It has to be a sub-ohm built tank, because this is a sub-ohm mod pretty much. You can't go above it, but you'll have a chance of burning out your coils, if you know what I mean. But still, it's a great mod. I love to have fun with it. And with that, please like, subscribe, share this, show your friends that are into vaping, do whatever. Just please help out, okay? Thank you.